Dan Houser just got interviewed by Lex Friedman, and I just finished watching it. I'm going to put a link in the description. I highly recommend watching it. Just wanted to let you guys know that it exists. I'm very happy that this happened at all. He explains a lot about what went into GTA 4, what his personal state of mind was when he was writing it. I don't even want to spoil it. Go watch it. It's something. It's really good. It gave me a lot of relief in hearing him talk about GTA 4, talking about, I think, nihilistic themes in his story and what his take on his own work is. Him saying that GTA 4 is like his favorite game that he made, and Red Dead Redemption 2 are both like his favorite games that he made, or ones that he's most proud of. Lex Friedman also, gotta respect him too. He gave a lot of love to GTA 4, which I did not expect. He said GTA 4 is his favorite as well. His favorite GTA game and everything. Like, a lot of love for GTA 4 in this, and I feel very validated in that. I also feel validated in some of what I was talking about in my video about optimism and pessimism, which of course I got from the wiki here, which, to show my receipts on that. Like, Niko Bellic, playable protagonist, the optimists, little Jacob, Roman Bellic, Brucey, Bernie. The pessimists, Patrick, McCreary, and Derek, and Dwayne. It's and then the corrupt people. So all the people you work for, and then the girlfriends. So it's that whole theme. I didn't pull that out of thin air. I did kind of take that from the wiki. Was where I got that thought from, and I never really knew where it came from the wiki. I don't know if they sourced it on the wiki from an interview with Dan Houser himself where he laid out the characters in this category. I don't know if that's where the root is from. But hearing Dan talk about personal struggles with that himself and his own experiences, I found it really interesting. Really, really, really interesting. And again, I don't want to spoil too much, but he does talk about his. I've looked at pictures of Dan Houser in the past where I'm kind of like, is this guy has he been through some things? I don't know, it just kind of a vibe. I've never brought it up, but just kind of a vibe of has this guy. If you Google pictures of Dan Houser and you look at him when he was younger, it's I don't know if he's been through some stuff. I don't know. But he talks about a story here where he was in South America in the 90s for whatever reason. I don't know what reason. He didn't specify. Where he was chased by dudes with machetes and jumped in a cab and escaped. And then later received a call from his brother, Sam Houser, to come to America. That was when he first got on writing at Rockstar. So, this guy's been through some things. He talks about how he went back and replayed Grand Theft Auto 4 recently, or revisited it, and he sees how dark it is, and he says, oh yeah, this kind of reflects a time for me where I was going through some things during the writing process. Living in New York, he says, being single and not being happy, thinking about moving out of America, and right out the gate in this video, he starts talking about a scene from The Godfather 2 where they get off the boat and they enter America. Vito Corleone enters America, and right out the gate, it's I'm thinking of GTA 4 and the GTA 4 entrance with Niko coming off the boat. And this video is fantastic. I highly recommend watching this. I'm not going to say much more. Just go watch it. I'll put a link in the description to make it easier, but you can, of course, just Google it, search Lex Friedman, Dan Houser. It'll be the first thing to come up. And, yeah, them talking about some of these topics made me feel pretty good about I mean, it put away some of my insecurities about my own videos, because they talk about imposter syndrome in the video. Dan talks about his own imposter syndrome, and I relate to that. I related a lot to that. And sometimes I look back at my own video and I'm like, am I being too simplistic about this optimism, pessimism thing? Like, was I wrong about this, or is my analysis right or wrong? It doesn't even matter, because I was 20, so it was like 8 years ago. But like, I think back on those things a little bit, and this video just kind of put a lot of that to rest for me, as far as like, I feel pretty validated by this. Like when Dan Houser says like GTA 4 is my favorite game that I made, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game that he made, that they're both tied, and Nico Bellic and Arthur Morgan are like his tied favorite characters. Like, a lot of love for GTA 4 from the creator of the whole thing. And hearing his stories, it's evident to me that, some of the heartbeat of Rockstar was, or a lot of the heartbeat and the soul of Rockstar was in Dan Houser. And so with him gone, it does really call into question to me where we go from here with GTA 6. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. It makes me anticipate GTA 6 even more now, because with this man gone, like, after seeing this and hearing his personal experiences, and like how, Arthur Morgan had tuberculosis, and like his grandfather had tuberculosis, so that went into that, and the South America thing, like obviously Max Payne 3 set in South America, like there's certain things here, his personal connection to GTA 4, the emphasis on family with John Marston. He talks about his family when he was writing Red Dead Redemption, that his wife was giving birth to his first child at that time. Like, there's a ton of things here that really kind of make it fully realize that, wow, like, these Rockstar games really are a huge part of him. And there's a lot of him in these games. He's not just some, like, senior writer that's just kind of, like, I don't know, just like the editor or something. Like, he's not in that role. He really is everything at Rockstar, or was, And so, yeah, it creates a lot of pressure for what happens next at Rockstar, and I'm wondering what it's going to look like. So, yeah, give the video a look. Very thankful that it happened. If, like I said, it gives me a lot of relief seeing that the mind behind Grand Theft Auto, the mind behind Rockstar Games and their storytelling, is not really as nihilistic himself as he could have been. I was never quite sure if he was himself very nihilistic, and that I was reading into Grand Theft Auto wrong. That I was reading into GTA 4 wrong. That I was seeing light that wasn't there. I think the more I watch this, I realize Dan and I are really on the same page about that game, and about Rockstar in general, I think, and his own work. So, yeah, I'm not going to spoil any more. Highly recommend checking it out. There's a lot of surprises in this interview. A lot of stuff that surprised me. So, yeah, so go take a look at that. I'll see you guys on a later video or something. But go give that a watch. Take care.